That's right everyone, we are not at the chateau or the convent today. We are indeed at the family home, my parents' house. Let's not waste any time, let's get inside and I'll tell you why we are here today. Let's go. Here we are. Now, for anyone who's seen this room before, there's been some works done. Hello, Dad.
Alright, Ryan.
How are you?
I'm alright, thanks.
Okay, so I see you've done some work in here.
Yeah.
And Mum said she has filmed you. So, I'm going to put the footage of you actually doing this work over, but I want you to explain at the same time what is it you've done and why you're doing it.
Well, I've been looking at it for about 9 years since I've been here, and it wasn't a professional job. It was bodge, and it always worried me when I had the wood burner alight. And I'd keep pulling it out, even though I had it professional swept once a year or twice a year.
You had to keep pulling what out? The
wood burner itself, because it bodged the pipe in there on this bend and that, and I still had charcoal building up in it every 2 or 3 days, which was dangerous. It just didn't do it professionally, the guy I had the house before. So I weren't happy using the fire, it used to worry me. So now I've took the fireplace he built in front of the original one and another one with plasterboard where the pipe used to go through. So now I can see right up the chimney.
Right, so so the main issue, this flue here, it used to come out like that. So there used to be like a bend, a proper bend, and there used to be a build-up of charcoal, which was a bit of a fire hazard. It was a big fire hazard, yeah. And you was constantly cleaning it out. And I should be pulling out this wood burner every other day to clean it out, and I'm burning very good seasoned wood, which I harvest myself from the property. So now you're going to connect the wood burner. The flue's going to go straight up. It's going to go straight up to the top of this, because you can cap the back of these wood burners off with your caps from in here. And put the flue straight in there on the top. So I ain't looking at this silver flue either. It's going to be a black flue, so it's up. On there, clamped, proper clamped. But before I do that, the chimney man is going to be coming for insurance purposes and for safety purposes. Yes, you do make a really good point there. So one thing that we should insist on is that anyone who has got their own place, make sure you involve a professional to do the installation for insurance purposes, because if it's not certified every single year, you won't be covered. And you have a house fire, you will not be insured. If the house burns down, that's it, you lose everything, and the insurance will not pay out if you don't have that certificate. So that's extremely important. And my dad's tackling it now. He was always on top of the problem, like he said, by constantly clearing it. But this, it's always been a worry of his, hasn't it? And now you're finally doing something about it. 9 years later. Which is... I'm not a lazy sod, but 9 years later. But I'm happy with it. I've got to do this bit of board in here. This has got to be capped off. This is an old central heating pipe. There was a radiator here, but I was pointless having a radiator here when I've got my wood burner here. That's true. Especially the prices of fuel that's going up now. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about, Dad. Have you noticed an increase in prices in general? About everything in France, the cost of living, has it gone up? Oh yeah, big time, Foods, fuel, for your cars, for your oil for the house, gas, for your cooker, etc. Everything's gone up. Everything. And what about to do with the business, like fish food, has that gone up as well? Hell of a lot, everything. Everything you can name has gone up. My wood hasn't gone up from your wood burner though, because I harvested it myself with my own land, which is a good thing. That's why I want to concentrate on this. You're doing the right thing, Dad. And I must say, you've got a lovely Godin wood burner there. It's very nice. You've had it, how many years have you had that? Since I've been here, it was already here, 9 years. Oh, it's already here? 9 years December we've been here. And that's been here. But it's a good win, it's a good make. I've had the string changed it, new glass I've had put on it since I've had it.
I always clean it out every day after I've used it.
You do take your safety seriously, don't you, Dad?
Well, you've got to, yeah. I've had I've seen a house fire before. I've been in a house fire many years ago when I was younger, and that was a wood burner. So, yeah, very seriously.
Yeah.
This is the house that we're here to stay. We love it.
This is your our forever home.
Yeah, and I want to look after your mum because I want it nice and warm in here and cosy for her. Now we're all getting a bit older and that, and she needs looking after. And myself, but it's really, if you haven't got that wood burner alight in the winter months and that, it's doom and gloom.
I know what you mean.
It's morbid. It's horrible. You have to look at the flames. I've got all the wood ready, to, you know, for the season for the winter.
But where have you put all the stuff that's come out? Where's
all the
it
rubbish, all the hardcore, the
Show
old
me.
bricks,
Where is it?
Plaster, all the rubbish. I make life easier. I sheeted this off. I had a wheelbarrow in here. Yeah. Loaded it up. I didn't start it till 5 o'clock yesterday evening.
I never even knew you were doing it.
Nor did I. You know,
was it spontaneous?
Spur of the moment, yeah. Because I've got several other jobs to do. Winter's drawing in there, and I just went through the door here. My trailer's outside. I'll show you out here, Ryan. And I'm still fit for my age.
And here.
And I loaded up all my debris.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's all the old bricks and that, the dust in there. Straight out the trailer, and I back the car up onto there, take it to the rubbish tip. And that cat keeps following me about everywhere.
That cat loves you, Dad.
Where it's come from. I think it's a Siamese cat or Persian. You know.
Hello.
That's because I've started feeding it. But it's not allowed indoors. It's a barn cat. It lives in the barn. Yeah, so it's got a little bed in there.
We've got a new cat.
Yeah. Well, it ain't my cat. I'm not adopting more animals because it's enough to get on with. But I'll still feed it. Yeah. So that's my debris. These are the old bricks and that.
You've done a fantastic
job.
These
bricks are 185 years old.
185 years old?
Yeah, same as the house. That's these old, I call them clay bricks. They're old clay bricks. You know, and there. But I'm going to keep some of these. I might even do the floor out of there because I've got to do the floor where the wood burner's sitting. If I've got enough on there, but Mum did say that she'd like granite, but these will look nice done when they're pointed.
You got more spare?
I've saved a few barrel loads. I'll show you.
Have you?
Just in here, in the garage, where I keep all my wood ready to go in.
Look at this.
These are my bricks. That's my wood stack.
Yeah, you got a nice hello.
And that's not my cat. Ask anyone if they want a cat.
Does anyone want to adopt this cat?
He's a lovely, friendly little cat.
How long have you been feeding? Like when did he turn up?
About a week ago.
Did he?
Very friendly.
He's super friendly.
Yeah, that's because I feed it. He thinks I'm his mum.
Yeah, I love the bricks, Dad.
Yeah, I love
You've saved quite a few there. That's really good.
I'm going to get some more off the trailer.
And as for the wood, looks like you've got a nice bit. How long would all of this last, Dad?
Well, that ain't all that I've got. I've got some more because I burn a lot of wood through the winter. All depends how cold the winter is, Ryan. This is here. There's probably, I'd say, 2 months, 2.5 months worth. 2.5 months.
Yeah. All of that gone in 10 weeks.
Maybe 15 weeks.
Maybe 15 weeks at a push. Yeah.
Oh, there's 3 months there.
Okay. Well, 12 weeks then.
Yeah, it's 3 months. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, give or take a week. Yeah, but I love these old bricks.
I love them too. They're lovely. You know, they are really
nice. Give them a little wire brush.
Yeah, they'll clean up perfect.
Yeah.
And it's good. History. It's good. 180 years old.
Yeah.
And you're basically, you know, you're recycling.
I always
reusing.
do. Right?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Always do.
Yeah. That cat loves you, Dad. I don't know what you've been feeding it, but it loves you.
Yeah, but I kind of know what. Well, it's all right in the bunch. He's no bother. You know.
You're like Dr. Dolittle, Dad. The animals seem to sort of gravitate towards you. Well, you know that.
I feed them, innit? You know, but I don't want too many animals around me.
Yeah.
Because I've already got 2 farm cats.
Yeah. He's sticking to you like glue.
Yeah, he's all right. So that's all my stuff.
Fantastic.
Ryan, I've got to get on because I've got to go up to the builders merchants.
Yeah. You're popping to the builder's shop, right?
Yeah, and I want a cup of tea, as you know. I'm a tea drinker.
You love your tea.
And that,
milk, 2 sugars.
Well, I'm cutting down. I want 1 sugar now.
Fair enough. He's got into.
Ain't that one? Coke is 19 now, and it upsets.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't. we can't let Murphy, the new cat, inside the house because our little dog Coco is 19 years old now, and she doesn't like it, bless her. And it is her little domain. All right, no problem. But okay, bye, Dad. But don't worry, that cat is living a very good life here, very well fed, and it has a nice little bed in a nice warm outbuilding. So yeah, don't worry about the cat. And the cat seems incredibly happy. He's hanging around near me now. So what I'm gonna do while my dad goes to the building shop, I am gonna fix my parents' internet, because this house, this wonderful house, is actually quite big. It's on 3 levels and it's very well built. The walls are extremely thick, which is a good thing. It actually causes the Wi-Fi signal to not be able to pass through the thick walls, and as a result you can't get internet throughout the house. So what I'm going to do is fix that problem so that my mum and dad can get Wi-Fi all throughout the house, and everyone is going to live happily ever after with Wi-Fi, and they can watch my videos and Billy's videos too. Okay, let's crack on. So the main reason why I'm back at my family abode is because obviously I want to see my parents. It's fabulous to be able to spend some quality time with them, but also I want to fix their internet with these little booster thingies that I've never even used before.
Cigarettes and bitter wine, just some kids underneath that moonlight, getting closer. Yeah, that was back when I could call you mine.
Fast forward 10 minutes and the internet is all sorted. So the Wi-Fi issues are now a thing of the past, because here is the live box, and before we could only get internet in this room, that little room in there, and the kitchen area, and that's about it, because you can see just how thick these walls are. But now I've managed to install the little boosters here, one behind the TV and another one in the spare bedroom upstairs. So that means we can now get internet all downstairs and here on the first floor, which is not too bad because we never visit the top floor anyway. And yeah, that's not an issue. So now I'm back in my room, a little bit out of breath from all the excitement of the internet stuff. I'm really happy that my parents are going to be able to enjoy their Netflix and their whatever they watch. I am going to relax now with my parents. No, I'm not. I'm forgetting one thing, aren't I? I'm forgetting to answer a few of your questions. So that's what I'm going to do. Can you see me? There we go. Oh, please excuse the... Oh, you can't see me. What are you doing up there? There we go. That's a bit better. Excuse the mess on the bed. I've just arrived. So yeah, it's pretty messy. But not too messy. I'm going to tidy up, of course. So, right. Let's do this Q&A. I want to answer 4 questions today. No idea what they are. I'm just going to randomly look, randomly pick them. Question time. I see so many English people with vlogs who interact with mostly other English people. Is there any real submerging of cultures, or is that hard work? Good question. I love a question which kind of tackles culture and stuff like that here in France. I'm so sorry, I'm getting distracted, am I not? There we go. You know why? Because I can see that it's slightly wonky. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not too difficult to interact, to mingle with the locals, the French, as long as you make an effort to speak their language. And unfortunately, not everyone does that. And I'm not talking about, you know, start stringing along sentences as soon as you get here. No, not that. What I mean is just make a little effort, learn a little bit of French, and usually they will reciprocate and try and speak some English of their own, which is really good. And that's how you kind of get some friendships together, and then you become, yeah, you have some nice French friends. However, of course, there is a cultural difference between the French and the English and the Americans. And every other country, you know, every culture is different, and France does have quite a strong culture. It's a very nice culture, it's a lovely culture that they have. They are very strong-minded people, and I do like the French, and what the country stands for as a whole is a very nice thing. But I'm getting a little bit off track now. So to answer your question in the simplest way possible, yes, you are right. A lot of English expats tend to stick together here in France, but that is probably just because you see that in the videos, so it might not be an accurate portrayal of real life, basically, because, you know, YouTube vloggers or whatever, they don't represent the whole expat community. I do have many French friends, but of course my best friend in the whole wide world, Billy, he's English, and you know, I could have easily had a best friend who was French. I did when I was at school, but yeah, me and Billy met, we hit it off, and that's why I surround myself with English people. It's mostly just Billy, but for me, yeah, I don't really think about it whether I mix in with English people or French people. I just see them as people, and if someone's French, I'll speak to them in French, and if someone's English, I'll speak to them in English. Is there a reason why so many British people have moved to France? Well, I think it has something to do with quite a few factors, actually. First of all, geographical location. You can drive to Calais and jump on the train that goes under the ocean, also known as the Eurotunnel, and be in France in like 30 minutes, I think that journey is. Obviously you've got to drive either side, but yeah, it's very easy to get to France from the UK. You've also got plenty of flights, and it's a great place to move and still be close to your relatives back in the UK. You're not the other side of the world, so I think that's a very important factor. Also, it's a lovely country. France is amazing, it's wonderful. I love the culture, I love the scenery, I love the food. There's a lot to love about France. And there's probably plenty of other personal reasons why people choose to make the move, but that is my answer. Next question. Ryan, excluding Paris, would you please tell me the top 5 areas of France to visit that are reasonable in price all around for a first time visit, and why? Okay, I'm not going to do 5 because that'll take way too long. I will do 3. So my third choice would actually be the region of Brittany, La Bretagne. We are actually no, I'll take that back. Oh, there's so many. Okay, Bretagne is really nice, don't get me wrong, I love Brittany. But Normandy, the region of Normandy is amazing because it has so much history with regards to D-Day and World War II. You've got the town of Carentan, you've got the beaches, you know, Omaha, Utah, and then further along you've got Gold, Sword and Juno. I don't know if it's in the correct order, but yeah, there's so much history with regards to World War II in Normandy, because that's kind of where the focus of the Allied invasion of France took place. So very, very interesting indeed. Highly recommend checking out the whole region of Normandy, and it is super cheap because there's plenty of wonderful little gîtes you can stay in. Those are like bed and breakfasts here in France, or chambre d'hôte. Yeah, so that's the first one. Next one, I would recommend perhaps checking out the region or the town of Laval, because I grew up in Laval. I like Laval very much. It's a wonderful town. There's a nice little bit of bourgeoisie, but obviously it's not going to be as architecturally pleasing as Paris, But it's a very nice town indeed, Laval. And it's got a beautiful river going through. It's actually the Mayenne. And it has a wonderful viaduct as well, and wonderful old cobbled streets. Very nice town, Laval. I like it, and yeah, it's kind of like a typical French town, so that will give you a good idea of what is a typical, relatively average size French town. And the last place, this is probably my favourite, is Saumur. Saumur is gorgeous, especially when the drive between Angers and Saumur. There's plenty of vineyards if you go along the, I believe it's the Loire River. Is it the Loire that goes through Angers? I might be wrong. I think it's the Loire. Yeah, it must be. I get mixed up with my rivers. Anyway, Saumur, beautiful place. I've been there. The chateau on the hill is drop dead gorgeous. So those are the 3 places off the top of my head that I would recommend. The region of Normandy, the town of Laval, because I'm a little bit biased, and Saumur. Absolutely gorgeous, especially if you love chateau. That chateau is amazing. Okay, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. It was good fun answering these questions, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my dad and what he's up to. Love you and leave you. Bye bye now.